James McFadden wants Scotland to forget Leigh Griffiths after withdrawal. As the scorers of truly iconic goals for Scotland, James McFadden and Leigh Griffiths will always have something in common. Whether the tormentor of England at Hampden shares the same passion for playing for his country as the man who breached the French net from 35 yards in the Parc des Princes is a matter of some conjecture, however. To be clear, on the back of Griffiths' withdrawal from the squad to face Israel and Portugal on the basis of inadequate fitness, no one in the Scotland backroom staff was scoffing at his explanation. Not publicly, at least. Where both parties depart from the same page is in the way the 28-year-old intends to rectify the issue he has identified. Griffiths seemingly believes that the fortnight before Celtic's next home match against Hibernian would be better spent running on a treadmill with only himself for company. And of course, the striker is perfectly entitled to march to the beat of his own drum. What's curious, though, and even more so on the back of the player describing Alex McLeish's likely selection of Stephen Naismith in Israel as a kick in the teeth, is precisely what he feels he can achieve on his own, that he can't by training, and perhaps playing, at international level over the next week or so. "I don't know," conceded McFadden with a shrug. On the issue of whether Griffiths is, indeed, toiling physically, the Scotland assistant coach is more clear. In his view, despite seeing him start Celtic's past 5 games, he is not in the condition he should be. Asked how a professional footballer could be so out of shape in mid-October, a puzzled look is again etched on the face of McFadden. "We don't work with them every day, so I don't know," he added. "You would need to ask Leigh, Celtic or somebody there. He's only been away with us once, and it was one camp 3 or 4 weeks ago. The things you've got at your disposal now as a player, you shouldn't really have an excuse for not being fit for me." It didn't take an expert in body language to detect that McLeish and his staff are distinctly unimpressed with the sick note. All that was required was sound hearing. All McFadden attempted to give his comments of diplomatic veneer. "We respect his decision." His dismay at the development was thinly veiled. Asked if there had been a time in his Scotland career when he was perhaps feeling off color and just didn't fancy it, the hero of Paris momentarily looked deeply insulted. "No, it never crossed my mind," he replied. "Any game, I wanted to play in it, whether I was fully fit or not. I've played games in that situation. When we played France at home, I hadn't played in any games for 4 or 5 weeks due to a hamstring injury. We didn't have any players and I didn't expect to play. But I came and played lone striker. I wasn't as fit as I would have liked to have been, but I would never have said no." In due course, Griffiths will doubtless swear allegiance to the cause. And when you have those 2 free kicks against England as exhibits A and B, the case will be compelling. But here's the rub. As things stand, chances are his time with Scotland will be defined by those moments against Gareth Southgate's side.